guys, it's Kim from Homestead Hopeful. I just wanted to take a minute and show you somewhat of a result of an experiment that I tried earlier this summer. If you've seen some of my other previous videos, you know that in this square right here was a bunch of peas. I had planted peas and they didn't come up. I direct sowed them and they didn't come up and they didn't come up. So I thought, okay, well, I don't want to waste the space there and just in case they didn't come up. So I had planted one of these fruition tomato plants that I'd started indoors. And at the time, the fruition tomato plant was just a couple inches high. It wasn't very big. I mean, maybe like that big without flowers. So I planted that there. The tomato lived there, started getting bigger, and then all of a sudden the peas started to grow. So the peas very quickly overtook the tomato space. And I thought, well, okay, I have all of these other tomatoes here and then 3 more in pots, so it's okay. I wasn't too concerned about it being taken over. So I just kind of let nature take its course, and I figured, well, if I don't get any tomatoes, at least I get peas out of it. Well, after the peas, I harvested lots and lots of peas, and after they were gone, I very gently cut them off at the soil and then threaded them up through the tomato cage and pulled them out. And by that point, this fruition tomato plant that I had planted from seed was starting to gain some growth. So I thought, oh, this is interesting. Let's see what's going to happen. Well, I've got lots of tomatoes growing on it. Unfortunately, the stems, 3 out of the 4 big stems got pushed over because of the weight of the early girl tomato next to it. But that's okay. I'm going to just let it see what happens. And I just wanted to show you. Here are the tomatoes I just harvested off of that plant. These are the first ones that I've gotten off of it, off of this particular one on this side. These are delicious tomatoes. They have very low acid. They're very meaty, so there's not a lot of juice to them and not a ton of seeds either. They're very, very good. Very mild flavor. So they're great for salads. But I thought that was so interesting. So if ever you are just curious, you know what, just give it a try and see what happens. You know, was this tomato plant as productive as it could have been? Probably not. But it was a tiny little experiment in the side of my garden, and they also shared a space. There's a basil plant down there, and it's also a cosmos. And since the peas have been pulled out, even the cosmos is starting to grow and is about ready to bloom. So out of 1 square foot, I got lots of peas. I'm getting tomatoes, and I'll have cosmos, and I've been getting basil. So how cool is that? Of course I would get better production if I separated all of those plants out into their own little square. I probably would get more, but honestly, that is awesome that you can kind of experiment in that way. I mean, I don't know that I would do it again. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe even like with the early girl, because the early girl wasn't early for me because I planted it too late. But it's just an interesting thing that I thought I'd share with you and the results of my little experiment. You know, I'm constantly saying at the beginning of the year, because I'm so new to all of this, that it's all one great experiment. So I wanted to share so far my results, and clearly I'm still getting lots of tomatoes from that one plant. So have fun experimenting, my friends. Don't let anything deter you, even if someone says don't plant that together. Try it and find out. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.